Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And guys, today in this video we are going to learn decide when to use Azure App Services and what are the types of Azure App Services. Okay, so guys, basically there are four type of uh, Azure services we have. You can see here web apps and API apps. Third one is WebJobs, and fourth one is mobile apps. Okay, so we will learn about each one by one, and also like costing in this Azure app services, how it is applicable. I hope this will be informative. So guys, first of all, you know, this is a scenario. Once again, I will tell you. In my previous video I spoke about one scenario where you were development lead and you had certain challenges, so you came to finalize something like how you can fix your problem for your application virtualization. Okay, so guys, another alternate is to deploy your applications front end website to Azure App Service. You have found it, and you are suggesting this to your management, which makes it easy to respond to application demands. So how you can use Azure uh, app services to fix the problem here. Okay, with this specific solution, so you have given them, you are going for Azure app services for applications front end website. Okay guys, so let me show you about it, what it is actually. First of all, if you are telling about app services, you should be able to tell what is app service. First of all tell me, then only I will listen you further. Okay, so guys, let me take highlighter also. This is a question from management. Okay, you suggested we should use app services, but what it is actually, what is the benefit, okay, how it will reduce my cost. So these are the questions will be occurring from management side when you are going to uh, suggest them something, okay, to fix certain problems. So guys, first of all, app services enable you to build and host web apps. First of all, okay, you should tell this. Next, it runs background jobs and mobile backend and RESTful APIs in the programming language of your choice without managing infrastructure. So to use Azure App Services, you do not need to worry about managing infrastructure. You just need to think about your programs, okay, and languages, what you want to deploy over there. Very simple. There will be certain jobs running in background. Okay, there is nothing fancy in this. Very simple thing. Next thing about app services, it offers automatic scaling and high availability, as well as, like you can see, it supports Windows and Linux and enable automated deployment from GitHub, Azure, DevOps, or any Git repo to support a continuous deployment model. So these are the useful things we have if we are going with Azure App Services. Okay, it gives you automatic scaling, high availability. Yes, we have multiple operating support, and and also it is supported by multiple uh, deployment tools. Okay, guys. So you should tell all those things first of all. So here we do not need to purchase physical hardwares. Okay, multiple physical hardwares. Apart from this, this is a small logo of this one. I hope it is very clear. I'm telling you what is Azure App Service and what will be the benefit, and or what are the advantages of using app services. What are the features available with Azure App Services. Apart from this, guys, this is a platform as a service environment, and it allows you to focus on the website and API logic. So your your role is to think about or focus on website and API logic only, while Azure will take care of the infrastructure to run and scale your web applications. So whatever is infrastructure is required, that will be taken care by the Azure. So you have to think about, you have to focus about, you need to work out on your websites and API logics only. So guys, I'm sure this slide was informative for you, because I'm confident I gave you something useful information. Okay, now let me move little further. So guys, here you can see, now we'll see about yes, if you are using uh, Azure app service, definitely you will have to pay, okay, because it is not a free all the time. So how it is calculated, how cost is applicable here? So guys, you pay for the Azure compute resources your app uses while it processes requests based on the app service plan you choose. Very simple. It is totally depend on your choice, what kind of plan you have chosen, what kind of plan you have taken, and what resources your application is using or your apps are using. Very simple. You do not need to pay extra here. Like, for example, you can see, for example, the plan determines whether it's dedicated or shared hardware. Simple thing, whether you have rented or you are using a dedicated hardware for your applications or your websites, or you have taken shared hardware on rent, and how much memory is reserved for you or for it. And even there is a free tier you can use to install low traffic sites. So you have both the choice. You can go for uh, free tier website. You can use this also, and even if you want to go for dedicated and shared hardware, you can use as per your requirement and as per your capacity to spend money. Okay, very simple, but you will not be charged extra, and here you will be paying less money, less cost, because you do not need to worry about power consumption, battery backup, cabling and all. Okay, simple, you are renting something and you are paying for that, and the infrastructure is controlled and managed by the Azure. I hope it is very clear, guys. Now let's talk about types of app services. So guys, with app services you can host most common app services style, like I told you there are four. First one is web apps, and the next one is API apps, and the next one is third one web jobs, and fourth one is mobile apps. So let's see one by one. So here, you know app service handles most of the infrastructure decisions you deal with in hosting web accessible apps. Okay guys, so app service will be handles most of the infrastructure decisions. Let's see how. For example, deployment and management are integrated into the platform. Endpoints can be secured, and sites can be scaled quickly to handle high traffic loads, and the built-in load balancing and traffic manager provide high availability. So all these services, or you can say these are the part of Azure app services, okay, and will be uh, handled by app services. Okay guys, load balancing, traffic manager will provide you high availability, integration, deployment and management are integrated into the platform, because both are two things. One is management, you are managing, and one is deployment. It should be secured also, and it should be scalable quickly to handle high traffic loads. So all these things will be taken care by app services and will be handled. Apart from this, all of these app styles are hosted in the same infrastructure. Okay guys, in the same infrastructure, and share these benefits. This flexibility makes app service the ideal choice to host web oriented applications. Okay, so these are the benefits of using app services. Now let's talk about type of services. So here I messed up, not an issue. So the first one is web apps. So guys, like app service includes full support for hosting web apps. Okay, so how you can use or how you can host web apps. So using ASP.NET, ASP.NET Core, Java, Ruby, Node.js, PHP or Python. So these are the languages you can use to host web apps. Okay guys, and you can choose either Windows or Linux as the as the host operating system for web apps with the help of Azure App Services. First thing, okay. The next one is API apps. So guys, much like hosting a website, you can build REST-based web API by using your choice of language and framework, and you get full Swagger support and the ability to package and publish your API in Azure Marketplace. The produced app can be consumed from any HTTP or HTTPS based client. And the third one is like web jobs. So you can use the web job feature to run a program. So it is basically used to run certain programs like .exe, Java, PHP, Python, or Node.js, or script, or .cmd, .bash, PowerShell, or Bash in the same context as web apps, API app, or mobile app. So here there will be a program only, okay, but you can run just like same as a web app, okay, this one, and API app, this one, and mobile app. They can be scheduled or run by a trigger. So these are the three type of web Azure App Services. Azure App Services. Okay, the first one is web apps. You can use multiple languages. Here also you can build like you can build REST-based web API by using your choice of languages, and with the help of WebJobs you can run certain programs. Okay, and the fourth one is you can see one more point here about web jobs. Web jobs are often used to run background tasks as part of your application logic. Okay guys, and the next one is fourth one, mobile apps. Use the mobile apps feature of app service to quickly build a backend for iOS and Android apps with just few clicks in the Azure portal you can. So with the help of Azure portal, uh, if you do few clicks, if you are familiar with this, you can build backend for iOS and Android apps. Let's see how it is. And you can store mobile app data in cloud based SQL database. So directly store mobile app data in the cloud based SQL database. Okay, and authenticate customers against common social providers such as MSA, Google, Twitter, and Facebook. And also it sends push notifications. Okay, and execute custom backend logic in C plus or Node.js. So these are the features and benefits we have with mobile apps. We can use from Azure portal. And one on the mobile app side, there is a SDK support for native iOS and Android, and React native apps. So guys, I am done with this. I hope this was informative, and if you feel it is informative, you know what you have to do. You can see on your screen, and no force. It is up to you, your choice only. If you're happy, then only you can do, I'm sure. If you are not happy, you will not do it. So I will meet you in next video. In next video we are going to see like how and when to use Azure container instances and Kubernetes services. So till then, bye bye.